Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking a little bit about the fact that, well, people are just very not happy so far with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, we kind of touched on this a little bit as of yesterday, because we were kind of talking about the fact that the price point was just a little bit too high. Well, let's just be honest. Let's just go talk about it. It's just true. It's just a little bit, it is a little high for normal consumers. Now, as I've kind of talked in my video, I do think it's actually maybe getting a little bit of extra hate. Maybe more so than it should. It is a little bit of a niche product, and obviously there's kind of like, some people may want it, some people may not want to afford it, some people just don't care. Like, some people moved on to PC, some people are happy with their PS5, and there's nothing wrong with whatever decision you make. Totally okay. But the one big issue is that there's a few little caveats to it where people are just not happy. And right now, PlayStation fans are kind of speaking with their words quite a bit. Now, a good example is the YouTube video of the official PlayStation announcement has actually gotten more dislikes than actual likes. A lot of people on social media are kind of critiquing the console due to a few of its smaller things, such as not having a disc drive, not having a stand included that you have to maybe go and potentially buy. And people are just like, what is going on with PlayStation? Like, where is the goodwill? Like, they're almost seeming like they're pushing too hard as the number one. So we're going to go kind of talk about, I guess, more of the bigger details of all this type of stuff, and I kind of agree with some of it too as well. So subscribe if you guys want to. We're going to probably actually give away a PS5 Pro on the channel, so subscribe for that too. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below if you guys want to follow, and of course, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments. I'm going to read through all of them down below. So we've been farming the PS5 videos. I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel itself. Like, we've done quite a bit, and we have a few more I want to make, but don't worry, the channel itself is going to, at some point, have other topics and gaming news again. But one thing to note is that people are not happy with this. Like, people, first and foremost, some people are summarizing this very well. The PS5 Pro reveal is at 78,000 dislikes and growing. As of right now, I believe it hit over 100,000 dislikes. And that's crazy. Like, it's actually getting ratioed, which is kind of a rarity. Like, that's when you know, even on YouTube, you messed up. Like, think about like a YouTube rewind or like someone getting canceled, or even Mr. Beast. When Mr. Beast made his big kind of drama stuff these past few weeks, his videos actually did have more dislikes than likes, which is crazy. That shows that like people actively clicking on the video and engaging with it are not vibing it. And people right here, you guys can see, this even has 21,000 favorites and a lot of comments. But right now, people are upset with PlayStation. They're upset with Sony, and they kind of expect a little bit more. Now, I do want to say I'm kind of mostly okay with the PS5 Pro. I have a bias, though. I'm a PlayStation YouTuber. I'm intrigued on PlayStation. I'm not the biggest PlayStation fanboy. Like, I'll call them out if they're doing something stupid, and I kind of feel like this is them doing something stupid and not respecting their community and people who have hardworking jobs and have to worry about their next paycheck and worry about their next rent bill and food and their family. Like, understandably so, the economy's hard, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video are working hard. You guys are trying your best, and you just want to have a little bit of an escape from life to go play video games and chill. Now, this is a more of a want rather than a need. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. It's also a niche community as well for it. Like, you maybe have a PS5, you really like console gaming, so you get a PS5 Pro. You have the PlayStation VR 2, you want to get the PS5 Pro. Or maybe you don't have anything at all, this is your first time buying. Like, there is options of why you're doing it. Some people are okay with their PlayStation. I get that. I'm on the 50-50. I kind of want to buy one because I can make videos on it and show it off in person, and like, it's cool. Like, I like it. Like, I'm a YouTuber for it. It makes sense. But at the same time, it is like kind of hard to justify because there's also other things on top of it. And kind of the biggest issues on it is that there is no disc drive. No disc drive. And that sucks. Like, I mean, we kind of have that standardization though. Xbox Series S and the new X, their white Xbox Series X, don't have disc drives. I don't know why they're trying to get rid of it. Like, I always feel like those always seem cheap, like, for whatever reason. But even PlayStations are not cheap. Like, they're like literally $80. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen us talk about it, but like, it's the disc attachment's $80. Like, it's kind of a lot of money. I mean, I'll link some down below if you guys want. Maybe I should put them on my YouTube videos for a little bit because, I mean, if you want to get the Pro, you should maybe go get one if you like the disc vibes. Might sell out. Who knows? But that's a big deal because they're not including that. Like, it's kind of like how Apple has now taken away, like, including, like, headphones or just special, like, features on that. Like, they just got rid of it for whatever reason. No one really knows why. And it makes me sad because those little freebies are nice because it kind of shows that they still care and they want you caring about their system. But the one biggest thing that people are always sad about is the fact that there's no actual, like, the disc. I don't know if actually, there we go, right here. Like, they also even have to go put this in, like, this is what kind of makes me sad. That the vertical stand is sold separately. So let alone you have to have a pure digital console, which is kind of okay. It's like normalized now. You also have to spend the extra money, though, on a vertical stand. Bro, like, at least in my mind, this is kind of why like the goodwills are rough. Same thing for the Apple example. Like once you stop getting like headphones and bonus things on it, you notice it. And this is like using your console. Like I think no matter what, a vertical stand is like the bare minimum of an ask to have that for your console. Disk drive I can understand. Like we have the digital even on day one, so it's standardized. Same with the Xbox Series X, new Xbox. Okay, that's fine, sure. Still expensive for $80. Don't get me wrong. Like I like Sony. I don't like them that much. I'm not gonna be justifying that. Like I like the Pro. Like don't get me wrong. I like the Pro, but not even having the stand is ridiculous, dude. And like people just don't vibe that. And a big thing too as well, I do like the 2 terabyte SSD. That is a win though. But people are also saying there's also no games. So it's different times from the PS4 Pro. And that is a good point too. So like the whole announcement thing was kind of hyped up. Not crazily, but it was. Like even it was more of the leaks, but I was excited for it. And like they didn't like be like, hey, here's the reason to buy the PS5 Pro. I'll probably still buy one. I'm sure a lot of people will. Let me know in the comment section down below. But it's like, sell us on it. Though there is another PlayStation event coming out in the next few weeks, so they might do it then. Like they might now have this kind of news to settle and see the overall vibe of it. But it's also just an expensive price. I think $700 for what it is worth it though. But mainly due to the niche issues. Like if you have like an 8K TV, don't have a PC, like, you know, that type of stuff. Never bought a PS5 in the first place, or might want to trade it in. Like there is niches for it. But I think people are kind of speaking right now with their mind quite a bit, because as we've even seen, people over here, it's been over now 102 dislikes in comparison, like just going through this. There's a lot of people making comments on it. Now, it was kind of funny. I made a comment on the video, and it got like a lot of upvotes. If you guys upload that, that's kind of funny if you guys found my channel from that. Because it's funny because even someone's like, anyone else think this guy's going to have a video up with the exact same title in a few hours? Which, funny enough, if you look at my channel, I did, because it is true. Like it's a pretty big news in the gaming sphere, and I think a lot of people probably agree with it. But hopefully you guys never mind how many videos I upload. It's kind of just more if you want to watch, you can. Like it's okay if you guys don't watch every video. I appreciate it, but like, you know, I just like yapping. I do a lot of Twitch streaming. I like talking. That's just how I am. But a lot of people are kind of even agreeing. It's like $800 here for the EU, which is almost a completely separate video, but a justifiable one. They're saying that's a world record. It's going to fail miserably. And some people are like, it's a bit too expensive. But some people are saying like, nah, it's all chill. Some people say it's $100 too as well. Some people are saying it's an impossible price for third world countries too. And it's nuts. But like people are like, hey man, just no disk drive. This really is annoying. No disk drive and vertical stand. Like that really is where things kind of draw the line, because I feel like they need that goodwill. Like people are saying it's downright insanity at 9,000 upvotes, dude. Like they're saying it's diabolical. Like, but why do they not just do the stand? Like that is really something that kind of throws me off. Like the stand, I have that on my core PS5 that's right next to me. So why don't they have that for the Pro? The Pro, you would imagine, is for the more niche users, you know, like, and that's why people are upset with Sony. It's like, you don't have to be that greedy. Like, I'm sure people will just give us the stand. Why do we have you spending $700 and we still have to have other things sold separately? And it's also like $35 too. It's not the most amount of money, but it is up there. It's a decent bit up there. Now, the disc drive is also, I feel like, it's right, 2024. I feel like that should be way cheaper to even make, like mass produce, like $20 if even that. But people also had a lot of issues with that too. And as well, with all the big combinations of this, kind of give you guys the big summary of it, people are like, hey man, where's the games? Like people are quite literally being like, yeah, you're showcasing off all these old PS4 games, which I do like. They were good games, and I enjoyed the whole vibe of them playing them, yes. But like, yeah, people are like, bro, where is it? Like, show us like GTA 6, give us like Monster Hunter, show us like your next upcoming games, which once again, they might be doing that already. They might be working on that for the upcoming events. Like that's okay. Like and they have an event plan, so like I'll give them a little bit of a free pass on that. But people are just not happy, and like not alone on the price point, but like just the fact that it seems tone deaf. And it was cool updates. Like we made a pretty big update video earlier on today, so if you guys want to check on the channel, feel free to. And like a lot of other videos too, like the PSSR and all that stuff. But it just seems like the vibe isn't there. Like a lot of people are not happy. And they're like, hey man, they got the easiest jobs ever making the PS5 first party games, because they're not even making them. Like that's what the community is saying with like 600 favorites. Like that's nuts to even think about. So it just shows that people are not happy with PlayStation. Even some of the bigger ones too. $700 is downright insanity. No disk drive is a deal breaker. Bold decision by Sony, leaving the comment section enabled. It ended so abruptly at the end of the video. They just revealed like a flashbang in the room for the price and ran. And I still think there's a niche, and I think a lot of people are going to like the PS5 Pro. I will probably get one myself, but I'm also a YouTuber, so I'm biased. But I do think like there is potential. There is a niche for it, but it is there is like a definitely a bit of community goodwill that people are not happy with, especially in the broad, wide scale gaming. Maybe some more hyper niche PlayStation users, maybe like you guys or yourselves might like it. I'm gonna probably like it myself, but I'm also not the average user, and I also have an incentivization to buy it, so I'm a little bit different. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments on everything down below. I appreciate y'all for watching. Do you guys think they went a little bit too far? And just give me your thoughts down below. Love you guys.